Thank you.
Yep. Okay, I think we're recording. Awesome. Okay, well, you guys, welcome. This is Nancy's official Zoom first Zoom with you guys as our team, and I'm super excited about it. I just thought I need to get my act together to know how to do this. Jason's been doing such a phenomenal job with it for all of us, and Janelle does a phenomenal job. And I thought it's just time. It can't be that hard. And we have us, we're spread all over the country. So this is just a fun way for us to communicate more than my little group text that we try to send to everybody, or even on my G3 Grace and Grind group for you guys. Just FYI, side note, I made that group not so that there'd be another Facebook group. I made it because we have a number of teammates that just get overwhelmed with the amount of notifications that we have from all the groups that all of us are a part of. So I made that group so that you guys, if you wanted to turn off notifications for some of the other groups, you could just trust that I will make sure you always get the intel that you need. So if you're saying, I don't know what she's talking about, look, because you've probably been invited to that group, and just go accept that invite. And if you have teammates, make sure that you invite them into that group so that they are in the know, like all of us. So, all right, all I wanted to do, actually, Lorraine's not even on here, so we'll make sure she sees the recording, but she just asked me, was I gonna grab everybody together physically and do a meeting and kind of update them on all things Isagenix from when I was in Kentucky. And I did have intent to do that, but then I thought there's too many of you guys that don't live in East Windsor, New Jersey, or in the area, so that's why we did this. Jason's been doing a phenomenal job of keeping us calm and getting information to us. So I'm just going to recap some of that, or just even try to simplify it more. I did a little bit of that on the live in the G3 group, but we're just going to go over a little bit more of that. And I just thought this would be a nice opportunity for you guys to ask questions if you have them, and I can answer them if I have the answers. If not, I'll get the answers. I have my notebook to take notes as well. And just want to make sure that you guys are, how you feeling about this, and you're feeling good. I want you to know I feel really good about it. I'm like jazzed about it. I'm super excited about it. Like, I think this is going to be phenomenal for all of us, all of our businesses, all of our customers, all of our future customers, all of our teammates, and all of our future teammates. Like, I just think this marriage is going to be really good. So I want you guys to hear that from me and from my mouth. I know Jason has felt the same way. But main things I want you guys to just know is, one, we still want to just keep the main thing the main thing. And so what is that? That's serving people. That's meeting people where they're at. That's serving them. That's meeting with them one-on-one. That's having home events. Why do I think those are so important? Because that's when people see you, they hear your voice, they experience your excitement, your energy, they see your body language. You can't fake it, right? And they feel heard and listened. That is critical to relationship building. So that's why I think one-on-ones, that's why I keep challenging you guys on that, and home events. And I said I would include FaceTimes, because at least they can see you and hear you and be heard by you, are so critical, because what we want to be doing is hearing people's stories, so we know what in the world we can do to help them be encouraged and find hope again. And take advantage of me as much as you can, whether that's FaceTiming me into an event or a one-on-one, or putting me on a connection call like Jamie did today. I may ask her to unmute and tell you, was that a good experience or a bad experience with her friend? She's given a hands up, or a okay sign. So I just want you to do, those are all our basic practices in this business, and nothing changes. We want to keep doing that. All that's happening with this marriage of Isagenix is now we have another tool to offer to people when we hear them say, I want weight loss. Like, I want weight loss. And we know that our Zija program has had a side benefit and bonus for many people. A lot of you guys, hands up, are those people have had weight loss release. And I love that. And I love celebrating that. This just happens to be a specific weight loss management program. We just kind of say, hey, that's a side benefit of our Zija program and our plant-based program. This one is scientifically tested, scientifically proven. It's the same program that Isagenix has been using since they started 18 years ago. So they haven't changed it. So guess what? That means it works. It works. And not only do people release weight, a significant weight, but they keep it off. And are you guys getting feedback from me? All of a sudden I got feedback. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So they keep it off. Like they'll check back a year or 2 years, so it stays off. And as long as people are being consistent and committed to themselves, right? So you can't like lose all that weight and then go, okay, I'm gonna go hang out at McDonald's for Big Macs for the next 6 months. Then probably you're not going to be one of the proven that it works, but it works. And if you're already in the Facebook support group, you see these stories. They're like, they take my breath away. They're so exciting and encouraging. So I just want to make sure you guys know this is not, if you have what's working for you with your Zija product, I am not saying don't do it. I'm just saying this is another tool that you're going to be able to offer people that maybe that's what they specifically need and want. Maybe they're super crazy busy people and they don't even take the time to eat well, or when they're eating, it's usually at like, I'm saying New Jersey, Wawa, or a fast food, but like a convenience store kind of food, or they're stopping at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts before they go to work, and they're probably spending as much as they would spend on this Isagenix meal per day, and they're not even actually having a meal. So you're just giving them nutrition, nourishment, just a way for something to fit into their busy days where they're not essentially walking around malnourished. Like if you guys heard Chad, Janelle's husband, share his story, he's super busy guy. They're a super busy family. He works crazy amounts and drives a lot back and forth to Madison for work, and he wasn't eating all day. And so most people go, hey, you don't eat all day. That's good. I should be dropping weight. Well, no, he wasn't dropping weight because one, he came home exhausted and fatigued. So now he's not even there for his family because he needs to lay down and sleep, or at least fake that he's there. And two, he was ravenous and starving. So I'm imagining, and if Chad was here with us, I think he probably would confirm this. He wasn't just eating whatever dinner Janelle made for them as a family. He was probably picking all night long. So he was malnourished, and then the foods he was choosing because he was so crazy hungry were not good. So this has just been beautiful for his lifestyle, and we know many people like that, all of us, and so now he's not malnourished, he's getting nourishment, and oh, by the way, now he's losing weight. So that's what happens when we start to feed our body, right? Our body can start to drop the weight needs to drop. So I just want you to hear that. I also want you to hear, you guys all know probably, and I'm trying to post and be really transparent on my post, and when I'm talking to people one-on-one, but like, I have serious food issues. I can't do dairy. I cannot do cow's milk. I cannot do whey. I don't digest it well. It makes me bloated. Quite frankly, it makes me gassy. It feels like knives are cutting me up. Sometimes it makes my brain crazy and my joints. And I don't know what in the world's happening, but I'm not having any of those issues on this program. And guess what it is? Whey-based. So we just don't know. I'm telling you that because we cannot make decisions for people. You might know people that have dairy issues and you're like, I can't share this with them, Nancy, because they can't have whey. Well, I can't have whey either. And I'm having a good experience on it. So I just want you to keep remembering we're thinking about other people. We're not making decisions for them. We're just saying we've got another option. That they have the same 30-day money back guarantee. So if they just like, I do want that option, and then they do run into an issue, then like we'll care for them and we'll love them and we'll serve them and we'll make sure we get their money back. Like we don't want them to spend the money if they don't, they're not having a good experience, right? We're all about service. We're about sharing and we're about service. We're not about convincing and selling. That just comes naturally, the sale, because someone feels heard, they feel listened to, they feel loved on, and they feel served by you guys. You guys are awesome at that. So just stay that course. Know that everybody's body is different. We've been saying this for 3 years on Zija. Everybody's body handles moringa different too, and we tweak when we need to tweak. So I'm loving all the little messages coming through. So that we're going to do the same thing with Isagenix. We're not going to make a decision for somebody because we think we know. We're not going to say they have no money, so I'm not going to offer it to them. If it's important to them and they want to release weight, or they're so busy and they're tired of spending money at all those fast food places, they will find a way. You don't know what they will do to find a way for an answer to whatever their prayers have been for years, to feel better and feel well and feel healthy. Remember, health and wellness, that's where we're going for. We want to give people hope, and we want them to feel supported by us. So all of that to say, the things that I kind of took away from Kentucky were, we have the potential, every single one of us, to make big money. I'm telling you, their comp plan is so much easier. You've heard Jason say that to explain than our comp plan in Zija ever was. And I feel like I was making pretty good money with Zija. And when I put my numbers into the Isagenix comp plan, I make double the amount of money. I'm not kidding you, double. So my husband said, well, when are we in this plan? When does it switch over? So I just want to tell you, the way to unlock that so that you all have that potential is, you need to be active. You're already used to being active, 150 PV. Isagenix, when we're officially all Isagenix, you have to be active 100 PV. So it's already less that you're putting out, if you want to think about it that way. And then you need one person on your left leg that you enrolled personally, and you need one person on your right leg that you enrolled personally. They each need to be active 100. And then you just want to, then that's what is called a consultant in Isagenix comp plan world. And Isagenix comp plan world, when you're a consultant, you have the potential to unlock, they have something called cycling. I'll make that make a little bit of sense, but every one cycle pays you $54. You can cycle in one commission week with Isagenix 250 times potentially, which, you guys, is $13,500. Who doesn't want to make $13,500 in 1 week? I've never had that happen. Yes, we're gonna have to do a little more work than 1 and 1, but that, just having 1 and 1 on each of your legs, and they're active 100, unlocks the potential for that to happen for you. If you never rank beyond consultant, I feel like, who cares if you can make 13,500 in a week? So what? That's pretty good. So I just want you to understand, if you don't have one person enrolled on your left and one person enrolled on your right, that's our mission for you and our focus for you right now, helping you do that. And then once you do that and you have that person and they start to have a belief, guess what you want to teach them? Find 2 people. That's it. That's how simple this is. Find 2 people. So Lori's on my left, Felicia's on my right, and they're like, hey, Felicia, I'm having a great experience on XYZ, whatever product they're using, and I think I want to share this. And I'm like, okay, Lori, I'm going to help you find someone for your left leg and someone for your right leg. Hey, Felicia, I'm going to help you find someone for your left leg, for someone for your right leg. Guess what that's called? Duplication. That's all you want to do. You're just duplicating that simple. You're one person, you found 2, you help your one person find 2. That's all you're going to be focused on as you start to build depth. And then that's what starts to unlock other things. But right now, just know, as long as you have 1 and 1 on each side and they're at least active 100, then all the volume that comes up the one leg, your right leg, and all the volume that comes up the left leg, they just start pulling from that for those, what they call cycles. And that's how you get paid. So now we get paid on the volume coming from both legs. That's never happened with Zija, right? We bank volume on what we call our power leg. You guys understand that verbiage, but we're like, how do we get that banked volume? How do I get paid on that? Like, even Jason feels like sometimes I think he doesn't understand it. So that tells you something, because I feel like Jason understands everything. So now with Isagenix, when we're officially Isagenix comp plan, they draw volume from the what we would call the lesser leg. They take 300 and they take 600 PV, you guys understand that language, from what we call the power leg, and that equals 900, and that's one cycle. And that one cycle pays you $54. So you can do that 10 times in a commission week. You could do that 200 times. You could do that 50 times. Whatever it is, they're just going to keep, every time they can make 900, that's another cycle, another cycle, another cycle. So this is what I want you guys to know. That is kind of equivalent to what you're used to getting paid team commission, those cycles where you're getting paid $54 every time. So that's where I'm telling you, when I punch in my numbers in one given commission week or cycles, that's where I'm seeing I would be making double the amount from my team commission I'm currently making to what their cycle program is. I'd be making in their comp plan, double the amount. So I know that's going to happen for many, many of you. As long as we have one person enrolled on both of our, each of our legs, you're going to open that up for yourselves as well. So, so far, does that make sense? Post questions. I'm going to go peek at them in a minute. If you have questions about that. Oh, I see if Felicia's asking something. So let me peek at those really quick. Ask people on the airplane. Yes. Who put that? Trisha. Yeah, I have a story about that too. Okay, I'm still in my ISAPAC. All right, Christine, let me know. Message me separately and let's look into that so we can check on that for you. We need one more too tomorrow, I think. Yeah. So Jamie, okay, serving others. I love it. Serving others. Hope dealers. Yes. Hope, okay. Active, one on the left, one on the right equals, yeah. Yes, Jess, that is awesome. Ask people on the airplane. Okay, sounds crazy. Okay, Felicia's. Nancy, do you know if ISA does a program similar to our 2040 elite plans? I don't know yet. I don't think that we're going to be having like a point system thing like that, but I actually don't know the specific answer to that, Felicia. What I do know is it will look like, it probably, if you guys are noticing, looks like on the front end, I feel like I'm not making as much money with this PIB and double PIB as I made with Fast Start. That's kind of true. I'm going to be honest with you, but here's why, because that's not true network marketing. It feels nice to make that money on the front end, but what we really want to happen is that duplication thing. So we're making the most of our money from the residual income and the reorders that are coming up week to week. And that's what that cycling does. So it will create the right behavior for all of us. I know you guys are all exceptional servant-hearted people, but sometimes we get so caught up in that front end pay that, not intentionally, but it's almost like we're putting ourselves ahead of like wanting to serve our people. If we serve our people really, really well, those reorders and the residual income and the duplication is going to start to happen. And that's where the bulk of the money is going to come for all of you guys. So that's why the PIB and the double PIB, and I will make that make sense if someone feels like they don't understand that, seems like it's lesser pay than what our Fast Start commission is on Zija right now. So I hope that helps bring a little bit of clarity of why. We kind of almost, even with the, Felicia, even with the 20 and the 40 elite plans, it's almost like we were rewarding the, I don't want to say wrong behavior because we're still serving people and helping people start their journey of hope. But it's almost like we're getting consumed in that instead of like, how do we help duplicate ourselves, right? Because the key is that not all of that, we don't want to be only relying on our own enrollments forever, right? We want other people to be helping other people to help other people. And that's what networking is, and how we meet people that maybe we would have never met before. So I hope that makes sense a little bit. And I wish I had a clear answer for you, Felicia, but I will ask and try to get one on those systems. How long is the ISAPAC taking to get? Ordered mine early this week. It is supposed to take 2 to 3 business days, like we were told, Lori. But many of us, at least on the East Coast, you're not quite the East Coast, are finding it's taking longer. And in Zija Champions, they posted something about that because of the weight. It's throwing off what Zija Warehouse was used to doing, but they're trying to correct that so that they'll be back to the true 2 to 3 business days. But if you've gone, I don't know, Felicia and I were just talking about, if you've gone beyond 5 business days waiting, maybe would you let me know on the side? We'll do that on the side, and we'll just contact them through my EDS person, because hey, this challenge is coming. I don't want you guys to like not have what you need to have if you want to do it, or a spouse is doing it, or a friend is doing it. So yeah, good. But let me know, and we'll follow up with them. Jamie, not all about weight loss, right? Building lean muscle mass. Yeah, for sure. Like, so someone like Felicia and I, Lori, Trisha, there's a lot of us on here that maybe we don't necessarily need to release more weight, but some of us, me, hands up, would like to create some more lean muscle mass. And so that's kind of my goal for this program. And so I've tweaked it based different than maybe what most people will be doing on this challenge, because I'm not necessarily needing to lose a good amount of weight. We'd be in trouble, some of us ladies on here, but I wouldn't be upset if I had more lean muscle mass. So I'm kind of tweaking how we're using it, and some of us will tweak how we're using it if some of the product's not, you know, sitting right with us, or we have food issues where we can't use all of the products. So we'll play around with that. But that's actually good for us to be able to have to do that, because then we're going to be able to serve people better that have similar issues to us, I think. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Jamie. And yeah, Jamie did order plant protein to throw in hers, and I just gave Felicia a bunch of the plant meal replacements. So we're hoping that might be part of her answer. Oh, okay. I wish she had something to chew. That's my Italian friend over there saying that. She likes to do her eating and cooking, and yeah, but don't worry, it's coming. Eat one of the snacks. All right, so why don't we, let's see. Oh, PIBs. I gotta look at my time here, you guys, because I think they only give me so much time. Okay, perfect. The PIBs, does everybody feel like they understand those? You want me to kind of go over what those are and how you make money with those? Maybe I'll do that real quick. I feel like Isagenix is giving us a tremendous gift, because normally they only pay those double PIBs, and again, I'll explain that in a second, on new enrollments that have to have an auto ship attached to them, and that's it. They do not pay them on existing customers, or even if you have existing teammates that are ordering that ISA pack, or that equivalent of PV. But for these 30 days, because they just really want us to be able to, all of us, experience the product, just like we did with Zija. We would have never shared Zija if we didn't experience the product and have a good experience with it. None of us would be sitting here as distributors. So they just want us to be able to experience Isagenix products, taste them, try them, go through the challenge, build a belief, trust, know what we like, know what we don't like, so we know what we would want to share. So they've made some exceptions on things. So that's just a huge gift I feel that they're giving us with the double PIBs on any existing customers ordering that 185 PV or higher, and not needing an auto ship attached to their account. So you can go back to all the people that you've enrolled over however long you've been doing this, that maybe like disappeared for a while, and maybe visit them, because maybe if they're just in a different place and they're ready to try something new or different, or maybe they wanted weight loss and they didn't get it on the Zija stuff like some of you got it, and so maybe this is just a new option for them. So I'm going back and revisiting everybody, you guys, to be honest, and not just relying on my Facebook post. I'm messaging, I'm texting, I'm calling, I'm meeting with people. That one-on-one stuff just makes a world of difference. I'm not saying don't ever post. I'm just saying don't let that be the only tool you use. That one-on-one is going to make the big difference. So the PIBs, when someone buys 185 PV, I'm just going to use our verbiage, or higher, you get $25. As soon as you have a second person do that in the same week. So our commission weeks are still the same, Saturday morning to Friday night. So in the same week, all of a sudden now they double that. So instead of 25, you get 50, 50. So you get $100. If you have a third person, you get 50 for them. If you have a fourth person, you get 50 for them. If you have a fifth person, you get 50. So you don't have to pair them up like our old GQ system, for those that knew it. As soon as you have two, then any beyond that are all going to be the double PIB and $50. So that's a nice way to bank some money right now if you're helping people want to get in on this challenge. And I love the verbiage that Chris's wife used, and hey, I could use some help kind of thing. I forget exactly how she said it. I trust you, you're a great encourager, or like, you're just one of my buddies, I want you to be one of my buddies, would you do this with me, kind of thing. It's just like, invite some people to come alongside of you. It's way more fun, especially if weight loss is your goal, to be doing that with a friend than to be doing that alone. So, I mean, just invite someone to come be your buddy and lock arms with you and do it. I'm telling you, I just had 4 people buy the system in less than 24 hours. I mean, like, it took my breath away. I'm not doing anything miraculous, you guys. I'm just connecting with people, and I'm being real, just like you guys are, and sharing my experience thus far. And I don't know, because I don't know where people are at. The woman that's buying one for herself and her son, who lives in Virginia, she's here in New Jersey, said, I didn't know it, said, we were just talking about maybe we should try Isagenix. They did it 14 years ago. They have a wedding coming up, and maybe we should try that again. And then she happened to see me just sharing part of my story. Hey, I'm being frank, just here's my update. And she said, oh my gosh, it's like a sign of God. I'm supposed to do this. And she messaged me, hey, Nancy, I need to order 2 of those. Okay, I didn't know. She wasn't even on my list. She should have been on my list, but she wasn't even on my list. So I just want you to know, you just don't know where people are at. Jamie kind of had that with a friend too. Like, hey, I'm using Supermix and it's doing great, but I don't need to lose weight because her friend's a skinny mini, but I do need lean muscle mass. And Jamie didn't know. And she said, tell me about what this program is. And so, that's why we chatted. So you just never know. You just want to keep sharing because people are out there saying, gosh, I wish Jessica would share with me. I wish Felicia would share with me. I wish Lori would share. Would someone give me an answer? I need some help. So you just don't want to keep things a secret. And it's not ruling me out sharing Zija either, you guys, because I'm never gonna not drink my moringa and my super mix, and I'm never not gonna wear my CBD patch. And if premium tea goes forward once in a while, I'm still gonna use that. Jamie knows, I just said it, and Felicia, like, hey, when I'm out eating, I know what to order, but I don't know how they're preparing it. So once in a while, I know I need that. So if that's going forward, I'm always going to still have that on hand. So, and if Triadic goes forward, I'm always still going to use that because, those are the things that changed my life. So, and I'm still going to share them because they changed my life. It's just, this is another tool that I'll be able to share with people that need something that's different than what I needed. So anyway, I hope that helps. Let me see. I see other things here. Let me scroll back a little bit, see who I missed. Okay, I saw Felicia's chewing. How did you do that, Jamie? Is it right on the system to choose plant rather than whey? Oh, Trisha was asking that question. Jamie, did you respond to it? Or did you just order the plant protein in addition to the ISA pack? Could you just respond to Trisha there? Because I couldn't find an answer for you on that, Trisha, when you asked me the other day. Same question as Trisha. Jess was asking. Right now, you have to order the plant-based. Oh, Lisa already ordered it. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Oh, you guys are ahead of me. Sorry, I'm still scrolling. Excited. Tom is doing tomorrow. Okay, and then Lise, are you sure about that, Nancy? I had 3 people order in the same cycle, only got paid 100 for the first 2. Then that's incorrect, Lisa, and we have to get that correct for you. I am positive, 100% positive. So connect with EDS since you have a number and have them correct that for you. They have time to correct it before commissions run on Wednesday. You should have gotten 50 for all 3. As long as it was 185 PV or higher ISA pack, or now they opened it up to the a la carte, but it had to be Isagenix products. If it was Zija products, then you get paid your fast start commission. So I hope that helps too. Have you heard when we will get a plant-based kit option? No, that's a big question of mine, Felicia. So I will continue to ask that for all of us because I want to know that personally as well. So I'll get back to you on that. I definitely, Janelle and I brought that up a lot when we were in Kentucky. So they know, they know it's important. So I'll try to see if I can get a date on that or a timeline on that for us, Felicia. Please remind me, current Zija customers, if they order Isagenix for the challenge, what do we need to take into consideration? Okay. What do you mean specifically about that when you say take into consideration, Penny? If you have a current Zija customer and they want to do the challenge, they just have to order an ISA pack to register, and then they have to register. So we can share that. I'll share that link again in the G3 group. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Oh, I think we still have maybe 10 minutes. So if you have more questions, if you guys want to unmute, feel free to do that too. And hopefully this was helpful. Guys, anybody going to unmute and chat? Okay, just close that.
I'll chat with you.
Hey, awesome.
So how many hours of the cleanse did you do?
I ended up going 39 hours. I can't believe it. Yeah. Well, because a lot of those hours were my sleeping hours on the front end and the back end that I counted.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
So let's see, we're at 20 now, and it's, let's see, so 20, so that'll be another 12, 32. Yeah, so I'm guessing we'll probably be about 38 at the end of the day.
By the time you wake up and decide to eat, I think you will be around that. Because when Chris said he did 40 hours, I was like, what? I thought that was insane. And then I realized, oh, I kind of did 39.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, doing it on a beautiful Sunday afternoon probably wasn't the smartest choice, but with traveling, we didn't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if we do that again, quite honestly. I think it's better to do it during the week when you're busy.
Yeah.
Because we went to Peddler's Village today. We passed a bunch of great restaurants, and I was like, oh,
Oh
can't
my
go there.
gosh.
Oh,
For
can't go
anybody
there.
that doesn't live in our area, that's not the place to go on a cleanse day.
No. We just wanted to get out and get some fresh air after running all our errands and being cooped up for the week. So
yeah. That's good intel,
it wasn't
though.
a very
I'm
long
just sharing that, Felicia. I did it on a Thursday. It seemed to be a good day for me. Mike's doing his first one tomorrow on a Monday. I think he will have an easier time being at work and not around food all the time, and the kitchen and the refrigerator and stuff would be better for him. So same thing, he wouldn't do well on a weekend.
So I think that, for future reference, I think any day during the week would probably be better. I certainly wouldn't do it again anytime Friday through Sunday, just because it's as easy as you think.
Yeah. And here's another thing. I've been doing a lot of reading on it. I'll try to find the links I was reading, but I loved what they said, you guys. You know me, I'm grace. I'm all about grace. So they said, look, if you can't get through the whole day, but you went 16 hours, pat yourself on the back. That's more than you ever did in your whole life. So give yourself grace if you don't get through the first one. Doesn't mean oh man, I failed. Nancy did that. Felicia did that. Chris did that. I stink. No, you don't. You did more than you've ever done in your whole life because you probably never did. So I loved that. And that goes for all of you, and that goes for anybody you ever work with, because they need to know it's not perfection we're going for. Mm-hmm. We're going for health and wellness, and it's not going to come instantly in the one day that we did the cleanse the right way or the wrong way.
There goes Felicia running to the refrigerator.
No, I have my I have my where is it? I don't know if I could flip my phone. Yeah, there we go. So I just made myself a little cup of blueberry tea, a little Celestial Seasonings blueberry tea, because there's no calories in it. So it's nice and it's sweet and it's warm, because we have our friends' dogs here. So we just took them to the park, and I'm cold. So I came in and I made myself a cup of tea, and I have not been to the refrigerator. This Italian girl did not cave in and do the pasta or anything else today. So, but I did have a question. What do you guys think about the protein bites? Do you think that maybe we can use our plant protein to do bites rather than the snack bites? Only because I'm a little concerned about the soy in those.
Yes, I would say yes to that. Janelle and I talked about
right?
Yep, Janelle and I talked about it, Felicia, and because you and I have so many similar issues, and she does too. She said to me, if you have to, use our plant-based bars and just cut them up, small enough. And
No. I was talking about the actual bites, the little protein balls that we've made with the oats and the protein powder and the peanut butter. I'm thinking it's kind of got a peanut butter consistency to it. So if we wrap, 2 of those balls, which are roughly, the size that I make, which are roughly the size of a snack bite. Again, I'm not splitting hairs. I'm not trying to lose a lot of weight, right? So we can do that.
Here's the thing. We are going to find that we're going to have to make some, adapt a few things, because 1, we don't have access to everything right now is one thing. And 2, enough of us know what whole foods are and what are good choices and bad choices. And that's an excellent choice. And actually, I'm going to even mention that to Janelle, because she said, if I don't have organic oats, I have a belly issue. And even those are gluten-free, she had a little bit of a belly issue. So that way she could control that, right? By making
and I pinned while Jim was at the hospital with his uncle the other night, I was waiting for his call, so I went on and pinned a whole bunch of I just went into Isagenix on Pinterest, and there is a ton of recipes. It's almost overwhelming with all the recipes and all the information out there. But they did have quite a few of those protein bite recipes. I'm not, obviously work with the chocolate and the peanut butter, or the chocolate and the vanilla. I'm still thinking about substitutions to do the strawberry and the birthday cake, because I don't necessarily strawberry and peanut butter. That may work for some people, like a PBJ, but that's not really my thing.
No.
So I'm not quite sure what kind of substitute we can
What if
use.
you just put a little bit of the, you meaning for like something to add to the strawberry shake?
Well, if we made the balls, you're going to need some type of a binder.
Yeah.
So what would we use as a binder, you think?
Who's the foodie on here? You're asking the wrong person, guys. I'm not the foodie.
I'm like, maybe, maybe we could add a little bit of honey and a little bit of coconut oil. I honestly don't know what else to use.
Yeah, that's food for thought. I don't.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun dun. I'll think about that. I feel like we need to ask Lorraine, because she's not a peanut butter person at all, and I forget what she used as a binder. She did come up with something, and I don't remember.
Because I know some people have done maple syrup. Some people have done agave, but agave is really quite high in sugar, so I don't necessarily want to go that route.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I have something to ask about that too, because are you talking about it for on a cleanse day having a snack?
Yes.
Well, you get 10 points of snack, Jess. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that, but like, and it's based on calories. So if you figured out your protein ball calories, I think you could use that. I mean, you could probably use it with like Zija plant protein and make it the way you do, and then just figure out if it's 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, or whatever, that's 190 calories. And then put it together with just figure out how many calories are in your whole batch and make it small enough so that you have a couple of them for however many calories you can have in a snack. I forgot.
Right, and that's what we were thinking, right? So when my husband goes to work, wrap them in wax paper and put them in a baggie and send them on his way. But what do you think would be a binding agent to use for like birthday cake or strawberry?
Well, I like peanut butter with everything. So.
No, so you're the wrong person to ask.
But do you like I'm thinking like almond butter, or what about? I was gonna say hummus, but that would be gross.
Yeah, I don't know if almond butter would take away from the sweetness of the strawberry. I don't know. I'm feeling like it can't really be a nut butter, but then I don't know. Maybe be a sunflower butter? I don't know.
Yeah, that might work.
There's something called coconut manna, which is much thicker than like a coconut oil, and that might be an option. You can. I've actually just eaten that off a spoon like you would peanut butter if you did as a kid. My naturopath told me about that.
What do you mean as a kid?
Oh, or still. But he introduced me to that, and he said I actually eat it with a little bit of dark chocolate, and it's like my treat, my
Can you, Nancy, can you take a screenshot of that and send it in the group so we know what it is? Because I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I think where I found it was either Wegmans or Whole Foods, but I will take a picture of it. And
awesome, thank you.
Yep.
That might be the solution right there.
Yummy.
Or what about ricotta cheese? You know how you can make ricotta cheese with the plant protein? Like Trisha does that a lot.
I have to be honest with you. I'm all about the ricotta. An Italian girl in New Jersey. So are we talking about throwing some cheese and sauce and bread in there? Because then I'd really be on board.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, that might work. I never thought about using ricotta. That might work.
We posted something.
I like how you say
ricotta.
Heard
of that, Jamie. Is that a real thing? Insect larva butter? Wow.
That's so funny. All right, guys.
I think we're going to run out of time.
So sorry, but
I hope this was helpful to you guys.
Very.
Hey, Nance.
Yes. Connie.
Yep. One question about the shakes. Since you're home in New Jersey, have you made them with ice or the frozen food, or just?
I haven't yet, but I am planning to try that with either the vanilla or the chocolate, Connie.
So you just mixed it with the water?
I've only been doing it with the water, which is shocking to me that I like it, because I'm pretty maybe a snob. Like I like my unsweetened coconut milk, and I like my frozen fruit.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that in my Ninja, and I haven't done any of that.
Good to know.
And this sweet tooth girl loves the birthday cake, just FYI, and the strawberry. Woo. Woo-hoo. Lisa does too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make those pancakes that the recipe was
Pancakes
out
sounded
yesterday.
good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll try them too with my gluten-free flour. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited for all of you guys. And please use the G3 group to ask questions too. If you have science, look, Jamie's nervous. She starts tomorrow. If you have science questions, ask Lisa because she took really good notes in Kentucky. And I'm like, please, Lisa, get on in case someone has a question like that. Connie took great notes too. So they're the two to ask about questions if they had questions. I was just listening without writing. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And we're going to do more of these because I love seeing your faces.
And can I ask how many's going to Louisville on May 16th?
I'm going so far. Who else is going? Jessica, are you going? Is your sister Trisha going? Not yet, she says. I'm hoping to get many. Jamie and Tom are
Okay.
going. Mike's going.
Mike is going.
To get there, but hopefully we'll get her there again. Yeah, and Lori needs to go. I'm staring at you, Lori. All right, you guys, I think it's gonna like shut us down any second, but I hope this was helpful and I love seeing you guys and we'll do more of these, all right? I'll get the recording out whenever it sends it to me. You guys have a good night. Talk to you later.